So here we are, it's day 4 of FESPA 2012 in Barcelona, and I've caught up with Mr. Malcom Barden. Malcom is the Business Development Manager for high-end equipment for Europe. Now Malcom, actually it's a sad day for him because it's his last FESPA. Believe it or not, he was at FESPA in 1979 in Amsterdam, and he's been to every FESPA since. Malcom, you must have seen a huge amount of change in this industry.
Enormous. I can still remember my first FESPA, as you would, all those years ago, when really all one saw, well, one didn't see too much at all really, just a haze of solvent fumes across the exhibition as all the screen machines fired up. I think extraction was only invented about 6 or 7 years later, but very, very different indeed, and many different processes have come into being since then.
Okay. And in the last 10 years you've been personally responsible from the Fujifilm side for commercialising particularly high-end UV print.
Yes.
You must have seen again a massive development in that particular area over the last 10 years.
Yeah, and it's the pace of development too that's been so impressive over the last 10 years. If one looks at my first 25 years, the screen developed, of course it developed, but the technology remained the same. The restrictions remained the same on what was possible with screen. The rate of change in the last 10 years has been enormous. We started, I think, here 10 years ago in Barcelona with our first flatbed digital machine, which reached the heady heights of 35 square metres an hour. The most productive machine that in our portfolio now prints something like 700, so that's 20 times.
So as you head off now into pastures new and you leave this industry sadly, what do you leave behind you in terms of the machines we see behind us? What's that doing for the industry?
Well, I think it's revolutionised the industry in that when I first came into the print industry, the expertise in screen was in the hands of people who then, for the age I am now, it was very much a craft rather than a science, and depended very much on the individual operator and trial and error really. If it got warmer in the afternoon, then a bit more solvent went in and the colour drifted off, but we all knew that. The main difference with these machines is that they are very consistent, entirely reliable as far as reproducing colour, and the expertise here is in the hands of much younger people playing with software that I sometimes struggle to get my head around.
Malcom, it's been a great pleasure working with you over the last 20 years personally, and on behalf of Fujifilm, and I think on behalf of the wide format community and FESPA itself, we thank you for everything you've done, and have a wonderful time.
Thanks a lot, looking forward to it.